Hello, I'm Gail Whitaker, and this is County Courier. The purpose of this program is to provide you with information about events, items of special interest, and the general operations of the York County government. Today we're going to be speaking about the York County Public Library. This is not the library many of us remember from our childhood days. Joining me is Director of Library Services, Kevin Smith.
Hello, Gail.
Hi,
Thanks for having me.
Welcome to County Courier. Let's pretend somebody hasn't stepped inside one of our libraries in many years. What kinds of things would they be seeing now that they wouldn't have seen, say, 5 or 10 years ago?
Let's see, the first thing you're going to notice is the array of computers we have in all of our libraries. At the Yorktown Library we have 14 PCs, and at the Tab Library we have about 30 of them. And they're heavily used by our residents who don't have computers at home. So they come to the library, and so you're going to see that first of all. Then you're going to see everybody using their tablets and their laptops connected to our Wi-Fi. And again, both buildings have Wi-Fi capability. You're going to see DVDs, you're going to see books on CD, you're going to still see the traditional books, bestsellers and children's books, but you're also going to find graphic novels for those readers who prefer to read that type of literature. So.
We don't have card catalogs anymore, do we?
No, the catalog has been automated for the last 20 years, and last year we just upgraded that to a cloud-based model that's more similar to Google or Amazon searching.
Your staff is so helpful, so this is kind of a silly question, but if somebody hasn't been into the library for a while and they're looking for a card catalog and they're directed to a computer, your staff helps them out with searching, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Gives them all the lessons they need.
We do, and that's one thing, one of the terms we use is information literacy. That's our business, is to teach people how to use the technology.
Well, since we're talking about classes, I know that the library does offer some classes for a variety of things. What can you tell us a little bit about those? So
usually, right after Christmas, when everybody has gotten a Kindle, an iPad, or a Galaxy, and whatever digital device, we have a series of classes on teaching people how to use them and access library resources, particularly our ebook collection. Mm-hmm. And we're planning to do that in January this year, is to teach people how to do that. We've recently, over this year, we partnered with the Extension Office to offer a series of gardening classes that were taught by master gardeners. And we've partnered with the local beekeeping association, and they are giving informational seminars on beekeeping. What else do we offer? We have worked with the state game and inland fisheries to offer boating safety classes. So libraries, we do a lot with lifelong learning and continuing education.
So it's not just books anymore.
It's not just books. And a lot of our business are the early childhood educational programs. I don't like to use the word story time because it's more than story time. Mm-hmm. They're taught by the librarians who have a theme. So let's say they're going to do something on birds or trees or fish or something science related. There will be a story, but then there's a hands-on craft activity that goes with that. So the children hear the story, they hear the subject matter, but then they get to actually put it into practice with their hands.
Is that for all age groups or a specific age group?
Specifically, weekly our programs are for infants 6 months old, and then we go all the way through 5 years old. So we have a set of 3 different classes that we offer.
Very good. I know that I was there one day and I was surprised to see some dogs in the library, and of course you welcome service animals, but these were not necessarily there for that occasion.
We have once a month at both libraries a program called Pause to Read, and this is where certified therapy dogs come to the library for their continuing education points. They need to have continuing education, and children who need to practice their reading skills can read to a dog who won't be judgmental or say anything about their reading. And it's a neat little partnership. So
I know you still have traditional book clubs. Do they
We
meet
do.
in the library?
they meet in the library, and both the Yorktown and Tabb Library have a regular book club that meets there.
Very good.
I wanted to mention also, we're the library for homeschoolers, and over the last couple years we've offered a variety of homeschool programs that are geared towards whatever the homeschooling teachers are teaching. So they'll call us up and make an arrangement and say, hey, we're studying this week, can you do a program for us? So we have that partnership.
I was looking online and I noticed that, and I was reading over that, and also in the same area was a section, I might be calling it the wrong name, I apologize, but homework help or homework assistance?
The homework help is an online service we have, and we actually get that through the state library. And Monday through Saturday, between I think 3 and 9 o'clock, I actually have my notes here. So homework help from, let's see, grades 3 through 12, and yep, from 3 to 9 o'clock, a student can log in to their tablet, laptop, or one of our PCs, and you can get help from a certified teacher in mathematics, English, and writing.
And you can also, as the student and the teacher,
you can do that from home too.
You can do it from home, and also they can do like a whiteboard. I
They
understand.
do. They use a similar product to Blackboard, and to teach the kids how to. And I've seen the mathematics functionality in
That's
action.
amazing.
It is.
That's fantastic. I wish they'd had that when I was in school.
The 21st Century Library is also a virtual classroom. I call this the People's University, and that term was actually coined in the 30s, but it's so relevant today. Students are coming to the library using our Wi-Fi, using our PCs to access the university classes, and even students that are local commuting students between Christopher Newport or Thomas Nelson Community College are coming to the library to take their online courses. And one thing I've stressed is that they're asking, they're as demanding on the public librarians as they are with their academic university librarians. So we're really, the lines are graying between the public sector and the academic world.
It sounds like it,
And
yeah.
I'm really, really happy that we're able to be of service that
Oh,
way.
absolutely, absolutely. One question I have, I am not really caught up to the 21st century. I don't have an electronic reader, an e-reader. But my question is, how do people check out an electronic book to read on their Kindle or their Nook, or how does that work?
That works. We, most libraries, I would say all 91 public libraries in Virginia, subscribe to a distributor called Overdrive. And we use that service. You go to our website, you click on the Overdrive link, and you set up an account. And what you need to set up an account is you need a library card, free of charge. And you access that, you set up an account. You do need to have an email, and you check out the book, and it downloads right to your device. It's good for 3 weeks, and if you finish it up sooner than 3 weeks, you can click to return it, or it just simply becomes inaccessible, self-destructs, if you will. And we have their books in print that you can download, and also download e-audio books. The recorded books are now streaming. Mm-hmm. And where I can see the future, it's already started, but librarians and video publishers haven't gotten on the same page. I see the way of the DVD going the same way that the video cassette went. It's going away, and now libraries are now looking into subscribing to streaming video.
You mentioned the homework help. We spoke about homework help and the homeschool section. Are there any online classes or any resource materials for individuals who are in college or just doing personal research or just want to learn a little bit more about the technology that's out there?
Absolutely. That's one of our major resources is our digital collection. Not only the ebooks, but all of the research databases we have. You can access those through our website from home, most of them, again, with your library card. That's the key to everything at York County Public Libraries. One of them is, and I'm just going to go through an alphabetical list, is America's newspapers. A lot of children, students in general, have to do research and they need to look at primary sources. And these are full text newspaper articles, and you can do keyword searches on them. I get a lot of researchers that come and they say they were looking for an obituary from their grandmother or their mother who lived in York County, and Daily Press is one of these newspapers in this Virginia collection. I'm sure all genealogists and everybody have seen the commercials for Ancestry.com. York County Public Library subscribes to that. The licensing for that, unfortunately, says you have to come into the library. But its counterpart, and it's actually owned by the same company, is called Heritage Quest, and you can access those from your home and do your genealogy research. And it has, again, primary sources, and you can look up census data and birth certificates and death records. Another thing that we have is atomic training for software education. If you, I know I'm struggling with Windows 8. And these are about 5 minute online videos. So you go to our website, go to Atomic Training, and you can learn how to use Microsoft and other software products. But I really use it for when the county got Windows, Word 10, I had to use it to just find out where certain things had moved. So that's a great resource, so Atomic Training. And I really appreciate the county's Human Resource Division, because we were able to partner with them and help them where they didn't have to buy their own training materials. They could just use the libraries. So they're, for new employees, they always plug the Atomic Training section. And I do want to talk just a couple more things. The Learning Express. You can take practice exams for your SATs, your graduate school exams, and your GED all online. And they have tutorials, and they actually have actual practice exams. And the good thing about it is you don't have to pay somebody like one of the vendors out there to take these courses. You can get them for free at the library.
And now, is that one also, you have to be in the library?
No, you can access
that from home?
Access that from home or office.
That's wonderful.
And for full text periodicals that many students have to use, we have a product called ProQuest. And they have thousands of magazines, full text, scholarly journals, and other periodicals that you can do research. And again, it's based on keyword searching. And one last thing I'll put a plug in is for LexisNexis. Many people don't realize that we have a law database, and that took the place of the printed law library. York County Public Library is responsible for the York County Law Library, and it was more economical and cost effective to buy the online version than it was to buy thousands of print materials. And the only thing is LexisNexis, again with licensing, you have to come into the library to access that, but you can access it from both libraries. And that's an excellent resource for lawyers, private citizens, and law school students.
You mentioned online periodicals used for research. Does that include just periodicals that you want to read for fun? Are they on there as well?
We do, and there's a product we now subscribe to called Zinio, and again, you go to our e-resource collection online, and you set up an account with your library card, and you can download the popular periodicals like Vogue and Cosmos and the Economist and
Audubon.
Yes.
You mentioned Ancestry.com and Heritage Quest. I know that in the past, and I believe it's still there, there was a large genealogical section of the library. Is that still in existence? Is that still at the Yorktown branch?
It is. It's at the Yorktown Library. It's in our local history collection, and we have items that are primarily geared towards York County.
What kind of items do you have in there?
So we've got, I know we have Civil War records, rolls of Civil War soldiers that fought here. We have a slave census on microfilm there. Wow. And we also have passenger list from early colonists that lived here in York County.
Oh, that's fascinating information. With all of this information that you have available on the computer, it sounds like somebody could go in there and spend hours on a computer. But I believe, for fairness' sake, people are limited for the time they can spend on the public computers.
We did have to set up a policy where we've got a software that allots you 3 hours a day to use the computers.
But if someone brings in their own device...
If you can bring your own device, you can sit there all day.
Sit there all day in a comfy chair.
And again, if the library isn't full of people, we'd never send anybody away. So we only had to set up that 3-hour rule on our hardwired PCs for fairness.
Well, there certainly is a lot to do at the library. Do you all have any special events that you hold?
Well, it's not really a special event, but a couple years ago we partnered with the DMV, and every other month the mobile DMV unit comes to the Yorktown Library. And I'm looking into perhaps expanding that, but the next time they'll be in town at Yorktown Library is December 16th. We will be doing a Food for Fines program November 9th through 22nd, and so residents can, if they have a fine on their account, they can pay it with a can of food.
Okay,
and,
so one food item covers one fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. Not the whole account?
No,
just the fine. Okay.
And it is for fines only, not for the lost materials. Sometimes people occasionally lose things. And what we do with the food is that benefits the 2 food banks that are in York County. One is at St. Kateri's Catholic Church, and the other is at St. Luke's Methodist Church.
Very good.
And finally, the Friends of the Library are having their book sale on November 7th through 9th at the Tab Library. So, and that's a way for them to generate revenue, which in turn comes to support all of our programs.
And with so much going on, I can't imagine that you have anything else going on, but you do, don't you?
I do. In January, we started a new service. It's our outreach service program, and that's where we take the library, we take crates of books and shelves to retirement communities and nursing homes here in York County. And we even will travel up to District 1 and service the retirement communities there.
That's a wonderful program.
It really is, and the residents that can't get to the library really appreciate it. And it's full service, so we do reference and research, we take requests, and then we just provide for them.
I know you've gotten a lot of positive feedback about that
program.
I have,
and the program has been growing. We just added another residents this week, today.
Very good. So. Well, thank you for joining us today. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
I am going to rush right out and get a library card.
Good.
I do not have one, I'm sorry to say.
And you do not need to be a York County resident to get a library card.
Very good to know. Good to know.
Very good.
For more information about York County Public Library and the services offered, call the Tab branch at 890-5100 or the Yorktown branch at 890-5207. Of course, you can access the library at www.yorkcounty.gov/library. I'm Gail Whitaker. Thank you for watching County Courier.